All right, thanks, guys. Welcome to the show. Happy Sunday to you. We improved to 7-2 in our last 9 underdog plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. We're also at 23-6-1 in our last 30 daily double picks. We are 16-6-2 for the college football season on patreon.com/Brock Page. Link for that site is in the description section below. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some NHL action, beginning with Pittsburgh taking on the Jets. That's going to be a 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop in Winnipeg. The Jets are minus 120, total 6.5. Did see a 10-cent fade of Winnipeg in the early wagering. The Jets open $1.30 down to 120, totals at 6.5. 56% of the consensus are leaning toward Pittsburgh, 51% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Penguins are catching even money on the money line. Winnipeg plus 195, laying the goal and a half. Now, Winnipeg's going 3-0 in their last 3 games. They're 3-0 straight up in their last 3 games. Winners in their last 3 straight. They've allowed less than 2 goals per game on average in that stretch. While Pittsburgh, on the other side, they're allowing 4 goals or more in 2 out of their last 3 themselves. They've also won just 3 out of their last 10 games dating back to last season. When it comes to the total, Pittsburgh 6-2 to the under in their last 8, 8-3 to the under in their last 11 when traveling. Meanwhile, Winnipeg on the other side 6-3 to the under in their last 9. I'm going to lean Jets minus 120 and the under 6.5. Next game, Calgary taking on the Sharks, 10 o'clock San Jose. The Sharks are minus 130, total 6.5. Not a whole lot of movement on the total. We did see a 15-cent move toward the Sharks. They open $1.15 up to 130, total 6.5. 56% of the consensus is leaning toward the Flames. Right now, Calgary's plus 110 on the money line. San Jose plus $1.95, laying the goal and a half. Now, the Sharks are just 1-4 straight up on the year. They're averaging just 2 goals per game on average, scoring-wise. And they've also scored 2 goals or less in 4 out of their last 5 as well. Now, total-wise, Calgary on the other side, 2-1 to the over on the road, 6-4 to the over in their last 10, taking on the Sharks. This could be a big upset here, guys. I'm going to lean Calgary plus $1.10 in the over 6.5 in that game. And before we go ahead and cap this last and final game, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Sunday's NHL hockey action. But before we cap this final game, just want to quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/Brock Page. We do daily plays on that site. We have a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to, beginning at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well, including my current record. No, we don't do free picks on that site. We do free picks right here on YouTube. But anyway, check it out, man. A lot of great information. You're costing yourself valuable info each and every day you're not subscribed. That is patreon.com/Brock Page. Once again, we are 7-2 in our last 9 underdog plays, 23-6-1 in our last 30 daily double picks. We are 16-6-2 on the college football season. Once again, that link for that website is in the description section below. All right, let's go ahead and dive into our next and final game for the show. It is going to be Golden Knights taking on the Kings, and that is a 10 o'clock Eastern puck drop. Excuse me. Felt that one coming, man. That was like about a minute in the works. But anyway, Golden Knights taking on the Kings, 10 o'clock Los Angeles. The Golden Knights are minus 150, total 6.5. Saw nickel move toward Vegas, no movement on the total. The Golden Knights open $1.45 up to 150, total 6.5. Golden Knights right now, 61% of the consensus is leaning toward them, 67% shaded toward the over. Right now the Kings are plus 130 for an outright win. The Golden Knights plus $1.65 on the puck line. Now Vegas is 6-3-1 in their last 10 taking on the Kings. They're also 3-2 straight up on the year. They're averaging 4 goals per contest. Now, the Kings on the other side, they've dropped 8 out of their last 11 games played in the month of October. They're also allowing nearly 5.5 goals per game on average thus far in the year. And, of course, conversely, this Kings team is 4-0 to the over thus far in the year. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Golden Knights minus 150 and the over 6.5 in that game. All right, guys, let's go ahead and slide into our quick pick recap brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. We got the Golden Knights minus 150 over 6.5. Calgary plus $1.10 over 6.5. Winnipeg minus 120 under 6.5 in that game. Now we're going to slide into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Got to give a shout-out to Mrs. Jones, Gio Lopez, who won $300 off the Yankees pick yesterday. Congratulations, Gio. Enjoy the win. Also got to give a shout-out to Robbie Martin, who says, Brock, you suck. Shout-out to Aaron D., who says, someone put this man out. He's on fire. I'm getting mixed messages here. Am I good, bad? What's going on here? Shout out to Ronnie Christie, C. Dinger, who said, Wisconsin all day, take it to the bank. Well, congratulations, Ding Man. That was an excellent pick on your part. And that was actually one of our college football premium plays on Patreon yesterday. So, Wisconsin backers, enjoy the win. You certainly earn it. That was a rough game. We call that a blowout winner. Absolutely. Next shout out, we have McGillis Marketing. Got to give a shout out to the Four Horse, who hasn't commented on the YouTube channel, but I've been in contact on Instagram, and he does daily picks. So shout out to the Four Horse on Instagram. Got to give a shout out to Ulysses Hayes, Ken Truck, who said, your boss man might be watching this. And of course, that was when I was blasting my displeasure with my job. You know what? I think really if I was doing anything for work, I probably wouldn't like it. Actually, not true. I don't mind work, and I don't mind working, doing things I enjoy. I don't enjoy what I do now. And yeah, he might be watching, and well, if he is, he should thank me for all the winners I gave him. All right, next shout out is Ken Cunningham, Hustle Wilson, Charlotte P., Andre Tillman, The Geta King, Julian Garcia, and last but certainly not least, shout out to Esau Shahid. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. We're 7-2 in our last 9 underdog plays. We're also 23-6-1 in our last 30 daily double picks on that site. We are 16-6-2 on the college football season. We have different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to, and they begin at just $1.99 per month. Also, plenty of free content there as well, including my current record across the board. Once again, hit that link in the comment section or description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for tuning in right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. And we're going to go ahead and slide into our Major League Baseball slate. And of course, we only have one game today. This is the American League Championship Series, the ALCS Game 2, where the Yankees just absolutely decimated Houston last night. We'll have to see if they'll do more of the same. All right, let's go ahead and dive into it. Yankees taking on the Astros, 808 Houston. The Astros are minus 150, total 7.5. Saw a nickel fade of Houston in the early wagering. The Astros open $1.55 down to 150, total 7.5. 64% of the consensus are leaning toward Houston, 65% leaning toward the over. Right now, the Yankees are plus 140 on the money line. Houston plus $1.30, laying the run and a half. We have James Paxton for the Yankees, Justin Verlander for the Astros. Now, before you go ahead and refinance the mortgage on Verlander, he did suffer a 4-1 loss in his last start, taking on the Rays. Houston's also just 1-3 straight up in their last 4 ball games. They're averaging just 2.5 runs per contest in those games. Bad time of the season to get cold. The Yankees, on the other side, very good on the road. They're 48-35 away from home. They're 47-36 against the spread in that same category. And of course, when I refer to the spread in Major League Baseball, I'm referring to the run line. So once again, New York, 47-36 ATS when traveling. They're also a perfect 12-0 straight up in their last dozen games, where James Paxton made the start. All right. The Yankees finished first in scoring on average per game, second in road